All right, so let's continue and construct the inflection circle. And I'm going to use the construction described by Gordon Pennock in his book, Theory of Machines and Mechanisms. It's a little bit simpler than the one that I provided. Let's open the document that we had finished up with for the canonical coordinate system. There it is. Now, let's show the collineation axis and the lines through the fixed and moving axes of the four-bar linkage. Gordon's construction's kind of clever in that it handles a lot of things at once. So we're going to generate the line parallel to the line joining the fixed pivots through the moving pivot. So we'll select this point and this line. We're going to designate that as, give it a color, light green. And now we're going to find where it intersects the line through the moving pivots. Find that intersection here. And then we construct the line through that point parallel to the collineation axis. And remarkably, that line intersects the lines through, let's see, the lines through the output crank and the input crank in the 2 points that we're looking for, which combine with the velocity pole to find 3 points on the inflection circle. So here's one here. And then there's one here. Oops. So these 3 points define, well, let's zoom in so we can see it. Our linkage is faded away, but we'll be able to bring it back. So here are the 3 points that define our inflection circle. The velocity pole, the intersection with the line along the output, and the intersection of the line along the input. I'll make that green. And there is our inflection circle. Now our linkage is really small, but it can be that the relationship of the inflection circle to the instantaneous position of the linkage is small. But let's change our linkage a little bit so that you can see it and the inflection circle at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pull the pivots out just a little bit. Let's zoom back in. And now we can see this is our four-bar linkage. Let's animate it. Here's our canonical coordinate frame. Our collineation axis is almost on the x-axis. It's almost on the y-axis of the canonical frame. And we just move things just a little bit to separate them out. Now we can see the instantaneous configuration of our crank rocker linkage, the canonical frame, and the instant center. And we'll stop there and come back and do the cubic goods stationary curvature in a bit.